This ho-ho homeless.
On a used pizza box, Haley writes her plea for help under the Morrison Bridge.
Came out with like $15, so.
She plans to use that money to build a makeshift fire once the temperature drops at night.
I usually use a coffee can and like hand sanitizer or alcohol, with cotton balls in it, and if you put it together right, it kind of makes almost like a little jet stove.
The city of Portland is reviewing its policy around when they put out fires like the one Haley plans to build.
If all the information aligns with what we consider a low-risk fire, we could permit that to continue without even responding.
Graves at Portland Fire and Rescue says if the fire is contained and not threatening any structures, fire crews will allow it and try and connect people with shelter.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, actually, yeah, because I know quite a few times, we had the fire truck come around and hose our stuff down.
What we found is if we go respond to these scenes and just extinguish the flames and leave, the population that's utilizing the flames in an open setting, in a contained setting that's safe and low risk, will often hide. They'll move into an alleyway, they'll move up against a building, or even worse yet, inside a tent.
That's absolutely problematic.
People like Matt Sisson has seen damage from a homeless campfire.
The fire department's got here, they had to saw into it and everything, and flames were coming out the top. It was crazy.
This video shows his Southeast Portland apartment complex in flames last year after a fire at a nearby camp spread.
This whole building was on fire. It's just now redone. This is a year later.
These are densely populated areas, and it just takes a fire getting out of control with a lot of wind.
Linda Witt in Portland's Pearl District says officials have not been responding to the open fires popping up in her neighborhood.
I think it's another example of the mayor's laissez-faire attitude about crime. We are 2 blocks away from the Northrop shelter here, and we're 8 blocks away from the day shelter at Oasis. So there's no reason at all for people to be living outside and setting fires that can harm other residents.
Okay, so again, first responders will try and connect people with shelter, but emergency warming centers are not currently open in Multnomah County. A city spokesperson tells me that this year they are working more closely than ever with the county by making it so city-run shelters can stay open 24/7 during cold weather events. Back to you.
All right, Blair Best now down along the waterfront this evening. Thank you, Blair.